Hi, this is Dr. Dan Purser, danpursermd.com. I'm here tonight. What's the name of our show? What do we call it?
Mind Magic?
Oh, Mind Magic.
Whatever that means.
That's Jackson. Mind Magic, starring MicroActive PQQ plus MicroActive CoQ10, which is actually all natural. They're both all natural from Japan. And it's Mitsubishi Maypro who owns it, and we have the license from them, right? The exclusive license for here in the U.S. And we're going to talk about what the heck this stuff does, because it's crazy. Also, we finally got our new MTH4 Endure Tiny Bite out and available. We're going to talk about that. Brecon's here. Jackson's here. That's it tonight. Where's everyone else?
I'm not sure.
There's usually an audience, and they clap and they cheer. And what happened to them? Too cold?
They're too
lazy,
busy. I don't know.
Freaked out.
They're watching live.
This is. Oh yeah, I was supposed to say this is Lieutenant General Dan Purser, MD of the United Space Force.
Oh no.
Sorry,
is that? Did you move up from Commander?
Oh, was that Commander last time?
I thought so, Commander
Okay,
Purser.
I thought you got demoted.
Commander Purser of the United Space Force. They're not even called that now, are they?
I don't know.
They're called something.
They're called
else.
Guardians, right?
Isn't this a Disney thing, or is that Guardians of the Galaxy a Disney thing?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
They're called Guardians now, Space Guardians, elite warriors of the outer atmosphere. I don't know what they're called. Okay, anyway, there's a reason I'm wearing this to celebrate the Space Force, whatever they are. Okay, and I think they've been doing some work lately. I'll just shut up right now. Okay, we're going to talk about. Well, first you got to play the theme song.
Oh yes.
You've been waiting. You've been practicing, haven't you? Mm-hmm. You're all excited. Look at you. It's kind of weird. That's
got pretty fancy.
Good.
With that one,
You had a little twinkle to that.
Little twinkle.
A little twinkle.
Something a little special today.
Yeah, a little special. Yeah, that's Brecon over there. A little twinkle on the, what is that, the marimba?
Kalimba.
Almost kalimba.
Kalimba.
The baby brother of the marimba.
Isn't it really?
I don't know.
It's more like the baby of the marimba. Wow. PQQ is crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. You
That's a
asking me?
cue. That's a cue. Just ask me a question.
Oh, what is PQQ? Is that what you want me to ask?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
What is it? What is it
Are
really
we going to be
for?
doing this all night?
Yeah,
Am I going to have to bring Bailey back like I did last time?
probably.
Your sister? Is her foot healed?
Bailey's?
It's
Yeah.
getting there.
Can't she square dance yet?
On her scooter, yeah.
That's my scooter, even
Oh.
though it's pink.
Even pink
mine.
scooter.
Well, I bought it apparently for all you women who fracture your feet in this family.
I never rode that thing.
Everyone else has.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that hasn't ridden it. I certainly had the pain in my leg to do it. Okay, enough about the pink scooter. Indestructible pink scooter. I've even loaned it to friends who had fractures.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it would disappear for weeks and then show back up on a front porch.
It's magical.
It is magical. It's like a Disney scooter thing. Okay, PQQ is crazy. It was discovered in 1979. If handled correctly, does some really amazing things. It's got, so this PQQ we're talking about is made naturally by Mitsubishi and Maypro. Maypro is a subsidiary of Mitsubishi, and we have the license with Maypro for this product if we handle it properly for here in the U.S. Hang on. Sorry, but I'm usually funnier, and I'm not being funny tonight, so I'm yawning. So Maypro gave us a license, hoping we could do something with it. This should have been a drug, but it's all natural, so they chose to just keep it as a supplement. So they have 30 FDA-validated articles and studies supporting it. So we're going to go through real quickly what all those do. There's a 70-person study they did, and these are all validated so I can discuss them. The FDA has approved them and validated these studies. So these are actually things I can discuss. 70 subjects that improve short-term memory, mental focus, and cognitive agility. And it did improve the memory 30% after 6 weeks. It appears to prevent and stop the fibrillary tangles and inflammatory tangles in the brain, so it prevents dementia from advancing, can improve dementia and Alzheimer's disease, most forms of Alzheimer's disease. Not all, but I believe most forms. Also helps with quality of sleep and life and mood, which is crazy. One other big thing it definitely prevents is neurotoxin. So it helps with neuropathies, and it helps with, and that's validated in a study too. And it helps with memory, and it helps with, sleep. I already said that. Now I need the BioPQQ, the nano-PQQ. Well, we call it MicroActive BioPQQ, but technically it's MicroActive PQQ. It also helps with preventing Parkinson's disease. Did you know that? I didn't know that about this until I went through all the paperwork. I'm getting ready to do a big talk on this in Miami in, is that July?
April.
Lovely time of year to be in Miami. It's going to be like a steam bath. We're staying at Doral where they play the golf tournaments, PGA and stuff. That's where the conference is. And I'm sure it won't be the least bit humid or hot in Miami. Okay, it's going to be miserable. Wearing a suit and tie on stage as a prime speaker. Okay, so this stuff is amazing. It does stuff. So you're going to see articles I posted earlier pop up in slides, pop up in the next little while as we go through this.
On your Facebook page.
On the Facebook page, so watch them. And so I think the most amazing thing is for all the people who worry about memory loss out there and stuff, you take this, don't you, Brecon?
I just started taking it.
Don't you? You seem smarter.
Apparently. No, actually, I would say so, because it's been like a wild couple months for me, and I just barely started taking it like a couple days ago, and because we just barely got it in.
But younger people can't. They constantly comment about, wow, I love this stuff.
But I would say, like, the day that I took it, I noticed my work, I was so much more, like, effective and able to focus and, like, lock down and do tasks that I've been, like, needing to do, you know?
What people, so there's another BioPQQ or two out there. There's a lot of PQQ on Amazon. Mm-hmm. It's like trying to find lavender essential oil on Amazon. Good luck. Not going to happen. So the MicroActive PQQ has to be taken with 200 milligrams of MicroActive ubiquinol or CoQ10. It's ubiquinol, really, not ubiquinone, for these validations to occur. So we packaged it together. We're the only ones who've ever done that appropriately, correctly, and with the validation, because that's our license. So it's called Brain Support. What's it called, Jackson?
Brain Support, MicroPQQ, MicroActive CoQ10.
Is that the real name of it? I thought it was something different on the label.
Nope, that's what it says on.
Well, you nailed it to the wall.
Yeah, you've got it right there in front of you. You can hold it up.
Oh, I do?
Yeah.
I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
This is it. Do we know how much we're going to sell a bottle for?
Yep, $59.95 a bottle.
So that's cheaper than buying the proper ubiquinol and the proper PQQ separately. Mm-hmm. That's a lot cheaper, actually. That's about $10 to $20 cheaper than buying both together.
I think it's $20 cheaper.
I think it's $20 cheaper.
Yeah.
Why are we selling it so cheap?
Because it's...
Who made that decision?
Me.
You're fired.
Oh, no.
No, it's good stuff.
I see a couple people on asking here, what's in PQQ? PQQ is the ingredient.
It's actually, they think it's a B vitamin, a new B vitamin, which is crazy. It's the brain version of CoQ10 is what it really is, but it's a B vitamin. They consider it a B vitamin, actually. If you read the literature and the stuff that's going to be popping up. So it's B14 or B16 or something like that. It's a super advanced form of B vitamin. It's all natural, and it does so many things. So here's another study. In a double-blinded placebo-controlled study on 63 elderly volunteers, it showed improvement in short-term memory with particularly strong benefits in memory, long-term memory. In memory-compromised individuals, they improved the most. And so it improved the quality of sleep and supports a positive mood. Yeah, you do get kind of happy on this stuff. So let's see. It's got superior absorption over everything else on the market. This is why we went to the trouble of nailing down the license on it. And you get a 44% higher CoQ10 blood levels with the nanoized, micronized CoQ10 we use Maypro's CoQ10. We followed the book on this. So, Brecon, which number of B vitamin did I say it was?
You said 14 or 16?
Do you believe that?
I can Google it.
What's B14? Is there B14?
Let's look.
I don't think there is.
Yeah. No.
So maybe this is B13 or B14.
Yeah, B14's not established yet.
So PQQ is actually a new B vitamin. Do you see the questions at all, Brecon, or are you just flying blind?
I always just fly blind.
Oh, you don't.
Well, you kind of mentioned earlier about Parkinson's. I think that's something that'd be interesting to talk about. Are you going to be studying Parkinson's patients?
No, they've already got good studies on this with Parkinson's. And it does seem to slow it down or stop it, maybe even reverse it. That's insane. It grows new neurons in the brain and new neurons peripherally. It also causes neuronal mitochondrial biogenesis. Wow, is that a mouthful?
Yeah, I don't even know what that means.
Neuronal mitochondrial biogenesis. That means it grows new mitochondria in the nerves of the brain, or nerves everywhere.
In general, around the whole body.
Yeah, so you feel better, your nerves work better, your brain works quicker. Look at me, I've designed several new things since we started taking this. It's like I'm much smart. Well, I can't be smarter. I'm as smart as you get, but
gosh.
So I'm really super smart. No, I wish I was.
What are the top 3 things you can take to slow or prevent Parkinson's disease?
Prayer, MicroActive PQQ, and MicroActive CoQ10, and drink a lot of water. I don't know. There's not much you can do to stop it. It's the only thing I ever heard of that worked with it. They give carbonates and stuff like that for it, and people are on all those normally, which does slow it down a little, but it doesn't slow down the actual advancement of the disease.
Gotcha.
It just allows you to function longer. So, who's the movie star who has bad Parkinson's?
Michael J. Fox.
God, I love Michael J. Fox. I loved his movies. Great guy. Some of the best movies of the 70s and 80s. I wonder if he's on this. What
about, there's other things, what about a young person with memory loss? Would it help with that?
Yes, it does. According to what kind of memory loss it is, but normally can. If it's just I can't focus, I can't remember when I go room to room, stuff like that. Yeah, this stuff is pretty amazing. So, and we can say all that because it's FDA validated. I mean, it's essentially FDA. I don't want to say it's FDA approved, but it's validated.
Yeah.
The articles and studies are. So we are allowed to say that.
What about a traumatic brain injury like you had?
Man, I'm gonna from now on, all my TBI patients are going to be getting this. So if you've had a bad TBI, get on this. If you've had a stroke, get on this. If you've had Parkinson's or dementia or just forgetting where you put your keys that day, get on this.
What if like your family has a history of like dementia or anything like that? Would you say them?
I try it.
Yeah.
Talk to your doctor, but I'd still try it. Read the literature. Look at all the stuff that's going to be posting here between now and 7:30. So you got to take it with the MicroActive CoQ10, or it doesn't work.
Is there
You don't get the validation.
Is there any time you wouldn't? You would
No.
just give it PQQ alone?
I would always give it with that. That's why we combine them in the same
Yeah,
capsule.
it's just not as
So you take 2 of these, right? There's
Yep.
60 in there.
Yep.
So this is a month's worth.
Yep.
Which is what everyone else sells, but theirs doesn't have the right stuff in it.
They're not the right amount of things.
We're going to own Amazon with this, aren't we?
We'll try.
That jellyfish stuff, don't say it. Don't, which has no validation, which is incredibly expensive at pharmacies and stuff. Don't get this. Actually, this works. It's been validated 30 times. 30 FDA studies, FDA validated articles.
What does that mean exactly when you say it's been validated?
FDA's reviewed them and said this stuff is legit. They just didn't pay for the licensing and everything else to go through the FDA as a drug.
Gotcha.
We're tempted to do the same thing with our products. I know we've talked about that before too. Get FDA validation without. So maybe they can almost call this an FDA medical food, but I know they're not doing that. So that'd be a Mitsubishi decision. So.
Wait, and someone asked about that earlier. Is it Mitsubishi like the car company?
Mitsubishi is a multi-corporation that has pharmaceuticals, supplements, and lots of other things. Yeah, and cars. Cars are like a small part of their business.
Yeah.
Though I believe their car manufacturing is they sell more cars than anyone else in the world. This is a big company. They do about $100 billion a year. So they're bigger than some of the U.S. giant companies.
Crazy.
So.
Why do you have to take MicroActive PQQ with MicroCoQ10? I know you kind of answered that.
They
but
found it in the way it works in the Krebs cycle and elsewhere in the neurons that it's got to have the CoQ10 for it to function correctly and at the right dose and the right manner. The curve, it's interesting because the big difference between this and the cheap stuff, well, it's not cheap, the garbage stuff on Amazon and stuff is that there's a huge curve that occurs. And the space under the curve is the improvement you get with this over the other product, which isn't really, the other products out there, which are kind of bogus, don't really have the curve. So it's and you're going to be paying less for this than those. So we don't know why no one's done this right before us other than our license. We just see all the garbage that's out there, and we're always shocked. So I know Michael Bukes has asked about this 2 or 3 times at Young Living. So we'll probably be talking to him about it now. Because we were trying to do this earlier, but with everything going on with social distancing and all the weirdness, trying to get stuff shipped from Japan where we got to get it shipped from, it's been insane this last year, hasn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, crazy time. So let me see. So stuff is starting to post now. So the mic, you got to do 200 milligrams of the MicroActive CoQ10. It's expensive. This is probably our least profitable product and our most expensive to make.
But the one that could be so helpful.
It's
to so many people.
It's validated, meaning it does work.
Yeah.
I thought it improved my memory about 18%, 13%, somewhere in there.
18%. That's such a specific percentage.
Well, that's kind of what I felt. I mean, I really gauged it.
You just sit there, 18% better. I
Yeah.
know it. I can see you just doing that.
That you don't feel the same thing in just percentages up and down.
Yeah,
of how
I just
good
feel
you feel?
percentages like 3%. I'm
I don't
better.
know that I had 30% room for improvement. I'm already like the,
Oh no, not
the
again.
king.
Not again. Your brain, it's
Okay,
at max
Commander
capacity
Purser.
already.
My brain was almost at complete max capacity, yeah. And when I added this, it really, really helped.
Yeah.
So about 13%, maybe
What
18.
about the Tiny Bite? You also take that. Does that help?
Oh, we're whipping into the Tiny Bite now?
Yep.
So look at all the stuff I posted if you have some friends, now you know Christmas gifts or birthday gifts. Well, Christmas is past. Let's not talk about that for a while. Birthday gifts this year for people with Parkinsons, people with. Are we going to post the validation somewhere? The articles.
We can. We haven't put too much information up yet, but we definitely can.
We'll be doing that, and I'm getting ready to post most of the slides and stuff on.
We'll do it as a very nice blog post. All the information we have.
Yeah,
on
and it's coming up on Facebook now.
We'll put up.
So, tiny bites, long awaited, long prayed for, long hoped for, and we've totally flubbed it. Well, we didn't flub it, but again, you can get some manufactured. So our chewable tiny bite, and you're going to see stuff posted on this too. It's essentially MTHFR Endura. One tiny bite is equal to half a capsule of the Endura. So I take half a tiny bite in the morning and a quarter at lunch when I remember. So I'm getting 3/4 of one of these. So essentially I'm getting a half. I'm getting, let's see, a half, which is 2 4s. But let's go 8s, 4 8s. And I'm getting
Big brain energy.
what? Yeah, I'm getting 6 8s. I'm getting 3/4 of a capsule a day, which works. So if I take more than that over methylate. So, yeah. And sometimes when I'm really, really tired, when I get home, I'll take another quarter.
But it's really great for like kids and those who just can't tolerate as much of a dose.
Let me back up. I'm not getting 3/4. I'm getting 3/4 of a half of one. That's 3 8s. That's my dose every day. But I only have a few methylation errors. Mm-hmm. So I got really lucky.
For example, I take 2 of the MTHFR Endure every day.
I take 3.
And I have pretty bad MTHFR. Yeah.
You're mutants.
We are little mutants, yeah. I'm waiting for my superpowers to kick in. When does that happen?
Yep. Well, you play the kalimba. That's kind of a superpower.
Good point. Good point.
I can't even play that kalimba thing. Okay, drop me on an island with that and some coconuts, and I'll play it after a month. And I'll go crazy from eating coconuts. Okay, so I'm starting so the tiny bite, you need to get them. So you can use these with kids. You can use them with your husband if you won't mind. You take some. They're chewable. They're all natural. You guys complained about the last time we did this. That's one of the things that took us so long to get it all natural. It does not taste as good as the unnatural tiny bite we used to make, but it still tastes good enough.
It's almost there. They're just
mash it up, put it in some brown sugar, and shove it in.
I like it better, but I'm a weirdo because I don't like sour things, and this one's not as sour to me.
No, it's not as sour.
Yeah.
The old one tasted exactly like Flintstone vitamins, if you've ever had those. This one's just slightly more tart.
About them, so they still worked. So this is the big deal. Are these going to be on sale?
Yep, they're on sale right now, too.
What does that mean?
They're up on Physician Design.
Are they discounted?
Oh, no. I mean, they're for sale, not on sale.
Wait, so they're for sale?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we going to give a little discount or no?
Not right now.
No, Jackson says no. Are you running the company now?
Yes, basically. I am senior commander, Purser Larkin of the Space Force. I don't know.
Jackson Purser Larkin.
There you go.
What? No.
Would either the Tiny Bite or the MicroPQQ help with migraines? Or is that another issue?
So migraines, I think, are usually, the first thing I look at now is copper.
Oh, really?
Go to Fibromyalgia with Natural Options. Download the low copper diet. Try it if your migraines get better. Let's talk or talk to Lois or someone there on her website. If you have migraines, it's often a copper or metal toxicity. I know that sounds crazy. I know it sounds like a naturopath. I'm telling you, I see it more and more and more and more. Every time I turn around, someone has high copper. Most fibro patients have migraines. Not all, but a large percentage of them. And so when you treat and bring down their copper, their migraines go away. When you normalize their metallothionein function, their migraines tend to improve dramatically. So maybe throw migraines in the title too. And migraines are discussed. Okay, let me go over. So neuroprotection, Parkinson's disease, nerve growth factor regrows nerves, prevention of memory loss. It's an incredible antioxidant.
And you're talking about the PQQ again.
PQQ elongates dendrites. Everyone wants their dendrites elongated, right?
What is that?
It's the nerves from
not a
like
word.
your elbow to your hand.
Yeah, to help
From your shoulder
nerve-
to your elbow.
support your nerves. That's an easy
Yeah.
way to understand it.
It protects nerves. It lowers. Wow. It really prevents neurodegenerative diseases, such as Parkinson's. I know I've been putting some ALS patients on it too lately in some of our trials, but I don't know if that's helped.
I have a question for you.
What?
Someone asked, does this replace the transresveratrol and quercetin brain
No,
support?
no, completely different.
Yep.
No, that's also to prevent dementia too. There's a number of studies that show that validated resveratrol, transresveratrol, and quercetin can do that. We're switching though everyone back over to what is it? Resveratrol Supreme.
Yeah.
Because we're out of those now, aren't we?
Yep. Yeah, so if you go to physiciandesign.com, just scroll down on that homepage a little bit, it'll show you 2 Designs for Health products. Those were our brain support products, but Designs for Health sells them as well.
Yeah, they got them now.
Under their label. And so those are the products we were selling. We definitely love them, trust them. So follow those links to buy
I'm
them.
taking.
Mm-hmm.
So I did grab the last bottles of the brain support. I've been sucking them down.
Oh, no. We're
They
out.
just disappeared.
Yeah.
I paid for them. IRS. Okay. It's efficient redox cycling too, and prevents myocardial ischemia in rats. What? Yeah, heart attacks or strokes. So if you've had a stroke, this would be a great product to take too, I think. Man, this should be the number 1 product on Amazon for brain problems. I would not use it if I had a brain tumor. It'd probably help the tumor grow. But if you had a stroke or trauma or TBI or Parkinson's or dementia or memory loss, I'd be taking it. So you're just grouchy and you want mood elevation and you can't sleep right, try it. I don't know if that helped. Well, it's supposed to. What am I saying? The studies are there. That's a validated benefit, which is insane. If you have neuropathy, I'd take it. So it can't hurt to try it, and I would at least do it for 60 to 90 days and see. So because the studies are there, and you're going to put that to a website that we create and all that?
Yeah, we'll make into a blog post of all the highlights of those studies and links to them.
Okay, and plus they're posting on here now. I think they're almost all up now. There's only 1 or 2 left.
Yeah.
So are they popping up?
I haven't looked at
Brecon, can you see them?
Wait, what were you
Are
asking?
they popping?
the other posts that have been going out.
Yeah, they
during
have
the
been
live.
going up.
Perfect.
Good. Okay.
Hey, one other thing, this is just kind of off topic, but with our testing on danpursermd.com, both our SpectraCell testing and our GX Science genetic testing, we have HSA and FSA cards set up for payment options now through danpursermd.com.
You
So
can use your HSA and PSA card. Wait, what?
FSA, I believe,
Yeah.
or what is it called?
Yeah.
HSA and FSA?
Mm-hmm.
PSAs
That's something
for your
else.
prostate.
Oh, yeah, that's not what I was thinking. But
I
yeah,
don't have a PSA card.
so
but-
if you have some money in your HSA to spend on medical things, definitely think about getting some SpectraCell
Yeah, use
testing
it. Yeah.
or genetic testing. Yeah.
SpectraCell's the intracellular vitamin mineral panel. There's nothing else like it. Trust me, Genova has some tests, but they're not like it. They're vaguely similar, but they're not intracellular. So though I do have the Genova test at key moments, I really like the toxic elements test from Genova, which shows all kinds of metal toxicities. Whenever I'm confused, I think you've got fibro, but you don't have a copper toxicity issue. So you got some other weird metal. I usually find gadolinium or rubidium.
Wow.
Gadolinium's from radiologic tests. And I don't know how long it's been there in some of these people I check. Decades. I don't think I'd want radioactive gadolinium floating around on me for decades. Would you guys?
No.
Not at all. I would
What
take some
about-
glutathione if I
You
did.
know how you remove it? Yeah, glutathione removes it.
Yeah.
So remember that toxicology study we did?
Mm-hmm.
That worked like crazy with all kinds of heavy metals on those people. Okay, we did 24-hour urines before before we gave it to him. Then we gave him one big dose, and we checked it 24-hour urine immediately thereafter. And it was insane what they dumped that second 24-hour urine. Wow. The very next 24 hours, very next day.
It's crazy.
It was insane. Okay, go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah, people are just getting a little confused because you're talking about a bunch of different products all at once. So
Sorry.
try and be very
Look at the
specific with
recording.
which one you're talking about, just because it's confusing some people. But
Okay, MicroActive PQQ Plus, it's combined with MicroActive CoQ10 is probably the best thing you can take for your brain on the planet right now. It's highly validated. There are 30 FDA validated studies that Mitsubishi has garnered, put together, created. They did this and just decided they weren't going to go for FDA approval, just validation as a supplement. And so you need to try it for the things I listed: Parkinson's, dementia, Alzheimer's, memory loss, stroke, TBI, sleep and agitation, mood disorders. It can help with those. Studies have shown. I know it's crazy, but neuropathy, neuralgia. Try it. Did that cover the list?
yeah.
Yeah, you two don't know, do you? You're nodding your heads.
Sounded good to me.
Yeah.
Okay, tiny bite. If you have a child, a small child, like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, you can give them a quarter of a tiny bite a couple times a week to daily. If they get older and they want more, you feel like they need more, and they have bad MTHFR because you and your husband have it, or you and your wife have it, you can go to half of one. It's still only a quarter of a capsule. If you guys have like C677T, A1298C, all that, and a bunch of other errors, moms and dads with 12 or 13 errors each, they're going to have a child with 12 or 13 errors each, or maybe more. So just put your, if your husband has 8, you have 12, or you have 7 and he has 9, put them together, divide them in 2, and that's probably what your children are going to get, 8 errors. So they're going to be right there with you. And if you do good on the MTHFR Endure, try the MTHFR Endure Tiny Bite for your child, number 1. Number 2, good for elderly that you want to treat grandma or grandpa or your doctor. I'm elderly yet. No, I'm not really elderly yet, am I? And also you can further optimize your own B vitamin support. Let's say you're taking 3 Endure a day and it's not quite enough, but if you take 4, it's too much and you flip over into over-methylation, try half a tiny bite or maybe a fourth of one. Try that for a week. You go, it's a little better. Try half of one, maybe take it late in the day while you're driving home from work, and try half of one or try a whole one. It's a way to test that and optimize it further without over-methylation. Is that a good idea?
That's a great
Is that
idea.
what you guys are all going to be doing now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you're going to be doing, you take 7, Brecon?
I take 3 Endure a day.
I like 7 better.
But I also take
I know you said 3.
2 adenosine hydroxy B12 on top of that as
So
well.
maybe try a quarter
Yeah.
just to see if it further optimizes
Yeah.
you. Jackson, you take 2.
2 a day.
Maybe you could try a quarter or half of one.
Yeah.
So that's the way you do it. And because the game you're playing with your MTHFR and your energy is optimizing your energy all day long without falling into overmethylation. So that's the tiny bite. It's a multifaceted weapon you can use to do all this. Number 1. Number 2, as your Space Force commander, I'll tell you, if you've got a brain injury from that, from when you hit that bulkhead in it, when we were fighting the whatever alien force that was, you might need tiny bite. I mean, not tiny bite, but you might need that. But certainly the MicroActive PQQ plus MicroActive CoQ10. It's just 2 of those a day. 2 a day. Not 3 if you're really bad. Not 1, 2.
2.
That's a validation. That's where it occurs.
What about ADHD?
I don't know it helped that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it could help ADHD.
I feel like it really helped me focus, but I don't know if that's
It will
just
help
me.
you focus.
Yeah.
You are correct. So
Yeah.
were you thinking you're ADHD?
Sometimes. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not, but I do feel like there's times where my brain. Does it calm down your brain?
Yep.
Okay.
Does. That's the point it was making. What allows people to sleep and rest
Yeah.
and have a mood elevation.
Because GABA doesn't work for me, but that like not calmed me down, but like helped me
Right.
focus. So
Right.
that's something.
Okay, my
interesting.
mom's out there and I'm supposed to do this. Mom. Okay.
Waving.
Yeah. Mom and I could spend a lot of time together yesterday. It's really good.
What can you tell people what overmethylation usually entails?
Usually you get really drowsy, like you took 3 Dramamine or 2 Dramamine that morning, and you need literally 3 to 5 naps. It's harsh. That means and before that you were feeling better. You're like swearing by the MTHFR, Endure, Renew, and then you flipped over and over methylation, and it's nasty. It's bad. But you got to do that so you can tell what your limits are and where you feel. You got to fill up all your cells. That's what's happened. So and then you flip over into overmethylation, and you wonder if you drank 2 bottles of wine somewhere accidentally. So, okay.
When would you take the brain support MicroPQQ?
Morning.
Morning.
I take one in the morning, one at night.
Oh wow.
Well, I don't know. I'm going to be taking it. I've been taking the put together version of it,
Yeah.
which isn't as good. But as soon as I run out of that, I'm switching to this.
Why
So-
would it? Oh, sorry. Go
I
ahead.
was just going to say, so some people are asking, so brain support, take it in the morning or in the PM at night for sleeping?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
You take it one in the morning, one at night. You got to take 2 a day. Just put one in the morning in the top of your pill tray, one in the evening pill tray.
Oh, pill trays.
Yeah, y'all should have your pill trays. Kate, can we do
Hey,
that?
we should make a pill tray.
I know, the Dan Purser MD
Genius.
Master Pill Tray.
Commander Purser pill tray.
Commander Purser Pill Tray.
No, that's a good idea.
That
yeah.
way your vitamins don't float around in outer space when we're on a surge somewhere. If they float around, it'll just be in the pill tray.
Are there any drug interactions with the PQQ
No.
or any side effects?
No, it's all natural. You make it in your brain anyway. You're just not making enough of it. Extra is beneficial. Like CoQ10.
Gotcha. What about it helps with like nerves or neuroprotect? Why is it neuroprotective?
Because it regrows nerves. It increases EGF, increases NGF. It also, read the stuff that's popped up now on Facebook. And it prevents neurotoxicity. So if you have damaged nerves, take this, take your glutathione, try all that and see if it helps. It might be surprised at the reaction you get.
It's good.
It can't hurt to try it if you're suffering. This stuff is really amazing. I mean, yeah, I can hurt you $40 worth. What is it? How much is it?
$59.
$59. What? That is cheap. Why do we sell it so cheap?
There's a discount if you buy it on subscription.
Yep.
Okay.
For all our products.
Can you buy 2 and give one to your wife every month and do the subscription?
Yeah, you definitely can.
Maybe I should do that.
That reminds me also, right now we have the 2 for 100 VARS glutathione sale going on.
Really?
Yep.
So that we think that's going to be a big game changer. That's one of our new drug indications we're going after. I don't know if it does it, but we're going to find out.
Yeah. Hey,
I think it would.
I mean, one thing I want to bring up, just looking at the science and all the studies behind glutathione, PQQ, and CoQ10, it all points to being extremely beneficial for brain health.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that dementia talk I had prepared to give in Orlando this last year.
All about that.
Yeah, and then I gave it online. Look for that. Look in my YouTube. It's a talk on dementia. It's really up to date, and we developed a genetics test for it and everything.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Should we close this thing down and let everyone go home? Stand firm this week. Be tough. Keep your head low. Take your vitamins. It's going to be a good week. Good things happening. 2 new supplements coming out. And Space Force is ready and waiting to ship them to you. Yeah, my eyes are tired. I've been reading too much today. I'm blinking them separately. I blink my right, blink my left.
You're winking at us. Oh.
I don't know what that is. This is weird.
Having a stroke.
that
You need
was
to
a
take
little
some
weird.
PQQ.
I take PQQ
Oh
every day.
no.
I know it's a BioPQQ, but I don't think it's. I can't wait to start on this. I gotta just use it up. Suddenly this was done, and I'd ordered 2 bottles of other stuff I can cobble together. It doesn't really work that well, but it's kind of the only option out there. Okay. Love you guys. Love all you people that pay attention to me. Please leave us reviews if I've helped you. Please leave us reviews if you liked any of my books and read them and bought them. Or if you didn't like them and you hated them, you just want to leave a review, call me names. But leave a review, please. It really helps us pay it forward, attracts more people to seek knowledge. And God bless, go in good health, and be strong. This is Dr. Dan Purser, Commander Purser of the Space Force. I'm kidding. Anyway, Dr. Dan Purser, danpursermd.com. God bless and go in good health.